Hi everyone, I'm Lana Jackson from Event Options, and today I'm excited to introduce you to our event registration solution called Evolve. What makes us special is that Evolve was designed by event managers for event managers with one goal in mind: make the registration process easy. It had to be, because before we were registration experts, we were also event managers like you, and we already led high stressful lives, so we needed tech to make our lives easier. We understand the importance of creating an easy registration first and foremost, because we know how critical it is to have a logical journey for your delegates. And our secret sauce goes beyond technology. Our team of experienced project managers are registration gurus, if I can say so myself, with a service oriented approach and a single mantra: make it easier. Our approach is twofold. Either we can offer you a fully managed solution, meaning we upload your guest list, import your invite, hit that send button, and then once live, we take care of all the queries and manage your inbox. Or we can offer you a self-service solution where, with some training, you would handle your own delegate admin and changes. I guess it just comes down to what is the budget and what is your capacity. So to give you some background, since its launch 7 years ago, Evolve has powered nearly 2,000 events and handled more than 1 million registrations. It was created out of the frustration of not being able to access reports before a big meeting. Many years ago, I was working with a third-party supplier where only one person in that company could pull a report, and he was just too busy at that time. So I sat in a meeting with my manager and her exco, unable to share the stats for our own event. I mean, I was guessing, I was thumb sucking, I was estimating when I should have been able to have accurate stats right at my fingertips. So before I walk through some of our key features, I wanted to take a second just to show you some of the organizations that we've worked with or that we do work with. And I'm very proud to say that many of these are clients that we still partner with for their events. So after all these years, after nearly 15 years, I'm very proud to know that we still make a difference in their events. And whilst I have the platform to boast a little bit, to also share that for the second time, Event Options was announced as the best registration solutions company in Southern Africa. All right, let's jump straight in. This is a 4-part presentation. First up is how would we go about setting up your event? So looking at the back end, what does that look like? And just to give you an idea of the ease at which it would work. So once you've logged in, and it is password protected with different user permissions, you will click log in, and it'll take you to a list of all the events that you have access to. And here you can see all your projects at a glance, which are still in test mode, and any of those that are live. Next up, if you were to click on one of those events, it would open up into this page. So you're seeing a dashboard, which will also include a summary of all the questions your particular delegates have had to answer. The tab at the top called Contacts is where we would import all your guests. So that's your wish list of who you want to invite. Registrations is all the delegates who have responded. So those are your registrants. Reports, as you can hear, it's close to my heart. I've got a whole section of that later. Settings is pretty much our engine room, and I'll dive into that in my next slide. User access, again, speaking to the different permissions. Some clients just want their colleagues to have viewing rights. Others want them to be able to have super user access. And the audit tab allows you to track who has made what changes and when. So it just gives you peace of mind as to what's happening in your event. So this is a page of, if you were to click into our registrations page, this is what you would see: a list of all the attendees, easily able to search, and you can check and you can decide on what filters you would like to display. But setting up is as simple as adding the event name, the date, the time. If you are going to charge delegates to attend, what currency and what fee. And you can decide if the event should be open to the public or restricted to only those on a specific target base. So in other words, not transferable. We have a pre-approval process. You can decide to allow or not allow duplicates. We can also restrict certain emails. So you may want to deny anybody with a Gmail account or prevent a competitor's domain from registering. And then by default, all our data that is collected is also encrypted. So next up is customization. This is where you have total control as to what your event registration page looks like and also the kind of language that we would use. What do I mean by this? You've got different headers that we can add. We can add animated headers, static, change the color, add different backgrounds. You can really personalize every aspect of this registration with ease. And what it does is it gives your attendees a cohesive experience from that very first click. For events that have multiple tickets, Evolve allows us to create different registration journeys for each category. This means that your VIPs can breeze through a pre-populated form with just responding to the essentials, while your general attendees can provide more information, select their relevant package, and answer all the questions that you want them to answer. So speaking of that, you can set up your registration form to collect unlimited fields. But I caution, don't go wild. You know that the trend is to have attendees sign up with the least amount of resistance, so the least amount of questions. You can apply conditional logic, which means that your follow-up questions are dependent on how attendee answers the earlier ones. We are obsessed with data security. Our platform is hosted on a secure AWS server with encryption protocols, so that is there to protect your data. We're fully compliant with regulations like GDPR and POPI. You can trust that when you work with us, your attendee data is handled with the highest standards of security. Once you're live, we also have the ability to drag and place, so you can rearrange your questions as desired. We have super success when we offer delegates the option of pre-population. So in its most basic form, you don't even need to enter your email address. You can accept, or the only action required from an attendee is simply to accept. Another feature worth mentioning is our modify option, where attendees can check their own data before they click submit, or you could send a registrant a link to modify once he's even submitted. Perhaps you want him to select breakout sessions, or a little bit later to upload his flight details. All of that is available. Group bookings is another popular feature. So yeah, bring your whole team quite easily with this ticketing feature. So next up is handling of payments and showing you how we automate the registration. So if you need to keep an eye on the money, this is the section for you. And Evolve makes collecting of funds just as easy. You can set up a billing page that is automatically linked to your invoices. We can also add a discount code. And what's helpful here is that you can add either a fixed amount or a percentage. You can restrict the quantity of how many times it's used. So again, you're in control as to how many times it's being redeemed. We support both offline payments like a bank transfer and online payments like credit card, and offer an attendee an automatic receipting process. With your invoice itself, it is just as easy to sort your invoice items, so you can decide on how you would like those items to be presented. The invoice itself can also be branded, and again, just showing you once more that you're in control as to how you present anything to an attendee. Now, when it comes to communication, this is really where Evolve stands out. You can create unlimited personalized email campaigns. So you're sending out confirmation letters with an add to calendar, multiple reminders. Perhaps you want to send out a thank you mail with a survey, or a sorry we missed you mail with a video. Once again, a reminder, don't go crazy. There's a fine line between gently reminding a delegate and then stalking them. But managing your events is just as easy. You can duplicate an email just by clicking a button that says copy. You can allow multiple BCCs on communication, so you and finance departments can receive a copy of the invoices going out. You can decide on what action will trigger an email, and even assign different communication to different ticket types. So for example, exhibitors need to know where to park, whereas speakers the day before need to know where they must go and hand in their presentations. Again, offering unlimited personalization. Speaking of that, we have a placeholder feature, which we also call data tags, that allows you to personalize the mail with any information that you've captured from that attendee. And then because we know how valuable your time is, you can set up these emails to go out automatically or on the fly or schedule it at a time that works best for you. We have a unique view in your browser option, which again just enhances visibility by providing attendees with access to your communication in a branded, personalized way, even if there are strict firewalls in place. So next up is how we manage the attendees and, of course, my favorite, reporting. Once a person registers, they become a registrant, and Evolve will assign each registrant with a unique registration number or a unique QR code. This makes it easy for us to find them, make their changes, and even check them in on site. Now, something that will blow your mind away because it's super simple, but we have not one, but two comment boxes. And this allows us to add all sorts of information that's relevant. Again, allowing us to stop delegate or event organizers from capturing this information on a separate spreadsheet. So all of it is saved in the platform. About some of the features, you can edit, you can cancel, you can even reinstate. We can allocate payments, send out individual mailers. What's really nice here is that you might have sent out a bulk mailer, but there's always that one delegate who never got your payment reminder. So here, you're able to, from this section, send out a personal individual mail. Finally, let's take a look at reporting. Evolve's reporting gives you detailed insights into your data. You can view things like total registrations, payment status, or even the success of your email campaigns. You can see who's opened the mails, who's clicked on it, when it's bounced, and it exports it all into a nice, easy to read Excel document. You can even see or report on why a delegate declines. Evolve has just introduced a powerful custom report feature. This is really cool. What it allows you to do is filter your report as you want it and save that setting. So you may only want to know who needs a visa. Your next person only wants to know who's coming to the gala dinner or who's requested all these add-ons and needs a transfer. So without having to reformat it every time you download your report, it arrives in your inbox as often as you want. So it could be daily, it could be twice a day at that specific time. An email is sent through, you download it with those formatted filters already in place, saving you time. Evolve supports URL tagging. And for me, this is such a game changer because it allows you to track the source of each registration, whether it's from LinkedIn or perhaps a partner promotion, actually any marketing effort. And it gives you valuable insights into which channels are driving your registrations, allowing you to optimize your marketing strategies way more efficiently. And I guess the reason why I'm so excited about it is that I don't need to wait until afterwards to analyze the data. I can change my tactics while we're live because I can pick up any trend that's taking place. So before we wrap up, I'd like to highlight three things that I believe help us stand out. First up is efficiency. Evolve automates the entire registration process from sending out confirmation mails to updating attendees in real time. Combine the software with our delegate support, and I believe you have yourself a winner. Our clients truly appreciate that when they work with us, they never need to worry about delegate queries going unanswered. Secondly, I want to touch on accuracy because by eliminating manual entry, Evolve minimizes errors. And this ensures that we make it easy for attendees to click and register. How do we do this? With pre-populated forms, dynamic registration pages, and conditional logic, those conditional logic questions. With customization, if you say customization is king, then I really believe flexibility must be our queen. And this is where the magic lies. You can send different attendee groups different emails and truly personalize that correspondence. For example, your VIPs may have special parking arrangements on the day and only they are allowed to park in a certain area. You want to send them their parking voucher as well as their communication separately. So there you have it. At Event Options, we don't just offer software, we give you the full end-to-end solution. We live and breathe event registrations. It's weird, right? I know, but it's true. When you partner with us, you get more than just a tool. You get a team of experts who have built the software and know exactly how to manage registrations with ease. So let us take the chaos of registrations off your plate. And our fully managed solution means you can focus on all the other moving parts. If you'd like to learn more about our solution, please do chat to us now, or we're happy to take questions, or visit our website, www.eventoptions.co.za.